Welcome back, y'all. I hope you know that when I make these videos, I make them in a flurry. I come up with ideas like a rampage. They come at me very, very quickly and very spontaneously. I don't think of no ideas or nothing. I contemplate what I'm going to do for a week or weeks, sometimes even a month. And I just think of multiple ideas and I put all my effort into one day of just non-stop creating content. I'll go 24 hours if I have to. Editing, talking, doing whatever the fuck I gotta do to grow my audience, to grow my channel, and make myself bigger and better in the future. Why am I so confident with 600 subscribers that I'm gonna see my channel be worth thousands or millions of dollars even? I'm never gonna monetize my account, ever. If YouTube offered me $100 million to monetize my account tomorrow, I tell them, I'm sorry, but I appreciate what you're doing for me. I would just like to work for you guys and be partners. You know, you give me a free product, I give you a free product. They're giving me YouTube to work on, I'm giving them content. We have a mutual partnership. I don't need no money from them. I don't need no money from you. If you'd like to make some money with me, we could figure something out, but I don't need your money. I just want to talk to you, and I want you to know how to make more money. We can get money from the rest of the world. I'm not trying to get money off the 700 people that are on my Facebook or the 500 people who are on my Twitter or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not really going to expect to make it off those few people. I'm not going to expect to make it off my city or my state. I'm counting on the 7.9 billion people in the world and the 4 billion people who are on YouTube. YouTube is taking over the world. Over half the world is on YouTube. And even more than that is on a smartphone. The most successful people realize that they don't even have to leave their house or their smartphone. And they can make more money in one day with one idea than somebody can make in an entire lifetime. I'm telling you, everybody's got that idea. They just haven't realized it yet. You need to start thinking bigger. Start thinking like you already are who you want to be. If you aspire to be a millionaire, act like you're a fucking millionaire. If you aspire to be a drug lord, act like you are right now. If you aspire to be a YouTube creator, you better put out content. You better be doing what you got to do to share your videos. You know what I mean? If you say you're going to be somebody or you're stunting on who you are, you got to, back that up. I hope you know that I'm blessed. I'm very blessed. And I have a secret that I can't tell the world, and I never will. But I have an advantage against all of you. So if you follow my channel, if you watch what I'm doing, if you listen to what I say, eventually, when I figure out the chronological order of what I want to do, and I get more matured as an adult, I'm going to teach you the science of social media. I'm going to teach you how to make money on your smartphone. I'm going to teach you how to become a millionaire. And I'm going to give you all this content for free. I hope you know that my content is for free. So whatever I can do for you, however I can benefit you, it's for free. If we make money together and you want to kick me back some money, that's cool, but I'm not in this for your money. I'm in this to make you money. Every single person who watches this channel, every single person in my community, every single person in my family, every single one of my friends, every single person in my state, we need to be selling goods and making money off the rest of the world. Fuck China, let's be the producers. We have the capabilities, we're just not doing it. Do you realize that there's something called drop shipping? Drop shipping is, say you copy a title on eBay and you sell the product on Amazon. You never once have to touch a product and you're selling goods all day. You just copy and paste 100 or 200 different titles and you're selling goods. If you're selling that many products, you could figure out somebody to sell to. Just add random people on all the social media platforms or pay people with significant followings to advertise your stuff, and sooner or later you'll sell your goods. It's a numbers game when it comes to selling. You know what I mean? If you advertise a product to like 100 people, maybe one person will buy. So just advertise to 1,000 people and you got 10 sales. You know what I mean? Just think bigger. Multiply. Figure it out. There's ways around every problem that you have, except for death. The only thing that's stopping us and slowing us down ever is the possibility that we're going to die, or the reality that we're going to die. We have one chance to do something in this world. Most of you think that it's becoming a parent, or it's, you know, working a 9 to 5, or becoming a lawyer, becoming a doctor. But once you're gone, ain't nobody gonna remember who a lawyer is, or a doctor is, or who your dad was, or who your brother was, or people forget. You know what I mean? Times change, people forget, and your memory, your legacy, your name, all that is gone forever. And maybe some people want that, but I don't know why. We're human beings. We want to be, you know, remembered for good things. We want to be positive people. We want to be, you know, contributing members of our society. And what better way to be a contributing member than to be a contributing member forever? I'm on the internet. Now I've been advertising for 2 years straight. I've been acting like I'm crazy and I got lots of money for 2 years straight. Now I have the potential to have lots of money and I don't even want it. I just want to figure out ways to make more money. Because I'm not really, like I said, I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing until I have 100 million cash. I could have $200 trillion in equity, but if I don't have 100 trillion cash, I'm not going to stop. 100 trillion or 100 million cash. And like I said, I'm going to reinvest that straight back into my companies, but I'm not going to stop, or I'm not going to slow down, and the momentum is going to be so rapid and so vicious that the only way to realize what I'm doing is to just sit back and hear me out, because I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you make more money in a faster manner, doing less work. You won't even have to leave your houses. You can go on vacation and work 24/7, 365. The only thing that's holding me back from being in Florida right now is my parents will think I'm going crazy and I need to be in the psych ward because I'm just giving everything up to live out of my backpack. All I need is a backpack. That's all I need is my backpack, my smartphone, food and water. I live under the stars. My uncle's been homeless for the past like 2-3 years, and he's made it. I can make it. And I can document this shit. I can make a channel just living the life of a homeless man. That would be crazy to hear their perspective and see what they go through. People would watch that shit. People watch the dumbest stuff, you know what I mean? People get into every kind of content. So it doesn't matter what you got to say or what you got to do or what you're selling or what you're trying to do. Somebody will be interested. There's almost 8 billion people in the world. Somebody will care. Find out who. What's your why? I mean, like, what is your purpose for being on this earth? I know what my purpose is. My purpose is to be as productive and as beneficial to mankind as possible. Now yours might be smaller than that, and yours might be bigger than that, and that's fine. But do you have a clue or an idea? Some of you will probably sit there and have to think for a while. I know what I'm here for, and I know what I'm doing already. I'm only 28. I've known what I'm going to do with my life since I was a little kid. Since I was 12 years old, I was making video content. I was creating videos, learning how to, you know, the ins and outs of creating a video, and, you know, what's cool ideas, and, you know, just different stuff about being an influencer or being, you know, somebody on media. Remember, I have My Crazy Media, and I haven't even thought of what I'm going to do with that channel. There's a couple videos on there, but those are all going to be locked, and I'm going to teach something very, very productive on there that no one's ever thought of, but I'm just contemplating on which idea I want to go with. So that's going to be one of my biggest brands that ever created is My Crazy Media, and that's crazy with a K, because I have K in my last name. So I figured, I make it. Everybody thinks I'm crazy. I got crazy ideas. My Crazy Media, but My Crazy Media could be the most beneficial thing to mankind. How do you know it's not? How do you know it can't be? You don't. You don't know who I am or what I'm capable of because you don't know what I've been doing for the last couple of years. I don't talk to nobody. I don't hang out with nobody. I don't do shit. I don't go out and party. I stay at home and I study. I try to figure out how to make my nephew's life better. I try to figure out how to make me retire, which I've already done since I was 26. And I try to figure out ways and loopholes around the system. Because I've always been a con artist, and I've always kind of scammed my way to the top. And I've always, made lots of money. I've always had money. Money's never been an issue for me. So now I'm just going to sit back and just make something that's worth lots of money rather than, make some quick money. Because I'm not a drug dealer. I'll never be a drug dealer again. I won't even buy drugs. If I was to do drugs, I would give somebody money and they would go get that from the drug dealer and then bring it back to me. I can't even risk it. I can't take no unnecessary risks. My life and my products are too valuable. And I'm not even saying just my YouTube channels are going to be hot. I'm saying if I have the people advertising my goods who have lots of following, I'm still winning. I'll just sell them shit. And there's an infinite amount of things to fucking sell. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what it is, somebody will buy it. It doesn't matter what it is, somebody will watch it. It doesn't matter what it is, somebody will listen to it. You can relate to one of those three things. Everybody can. You have something to say, you have something to do, you like certain things, you want more money, you want to be better, you want to be bigger, you want to live the life of the rich and famous, but you don't want to act like them, and you don't want to do the things that they do. If you want to know what they do, they pay so they can make more money. Plain and simple. You're working to make more money. Quit. I'm not saying quit your job, but quit thinking like that. Start making your money make you more money. Even if it's making you $20 a week and it only costs you $10 or $15, that's worth it. Get on that. If you got to start selling, like I said, t-shirts, shoes, stuff on Letgo, eBay, Amazon, whatever, start small, build up, figure out what you're gonna like, figure out what you're trying to do in this world, but be a seller and produce goods and services for anybody. It doesn't matter what kind or for who. Just figure out one that you like and master that. Figure out the best people who do it. Study their flow, study exactly what they do. Pay them for their advice, pay them for what they have, pay them to get where they're at. And you'll have no problem. It might be hard to earn some initial money, but you could start off small and just ask them for feedback at first, or ask them, you might have to spend a couple $100 or maybe a couple thousand, but it'll be worth it. If I pay $1,000 to have somebody give me a shout out that has 10 million subscribers and that gains my channel 100,000 followers, it was worth it for me to spend that money. I mean, if I create a YouTube channel that I can sell potentially down the road to somebody who's looking for a big audience for, any given number, that's a win, because literally I created this from nothing. I made this YouTube channel out of thin air on a free platform. You know what I mean? And I sell goods on every fucking site. Craigslist, Letgo, Facebook Marketplace, Shopify. I sell on Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff. You know what I mean? I advertise goods and services wherever I can. I drive a limo, you know what I mean? I'm willing to paint houses and paint walls and paint interior, do interior painting and do a little bit of roofing, do a little bit of construction, I do a little bit of everything. And I also work full time. But that's not even my, my career. My career is what I'm doing right now, and that's just producing content. I'm going to make this channel successful because I'm going to pay for it to be successful. Even if every video sucks, if people keep saying my name, I'm going to get subscribers and I'm going to get money just from YouTube. Like I said, I don't want money from YouTube. I want to maybe sell t-shirts or something, but I don't want YouTube to pay me at all. I'd like some type of audience to pay me for something, but I don't want necessarily YouTube to pay me a single dime. I don't care if my channel has the most following out of every single channel in the world. Like I said, we have a mutual partnership. They are benefiting me as much as I'm benefiting them. I do not need no money from them. I'm straight. We have the same size audience. We can make money off the same people. We might as well just run a play together. You get it? Google is the boss. YouTube is like second in charge. Figure out how to work for the boss or work for the second in charge. There is no company in this world that's more lucrative than those. Oil is not even touching it because we haven't even reached the internet's cap yet. You know what I mean? We haven't even reached its full potential. We haven't even reached YouTube's full potential. We haven't reached Google's full potential. These are things that have an unlimited, an infinite amount of possibilities because, like, say for instance, the internet has an infinite amount of ability to sell websites. You can create an infinite amount of websites because you can just manipulate between numbers and letters and change it up, and it's a different website. You know what I mean? So there's an infinite amount of possibilities there. So with the internet, I mean, each one of those sites could be worth $0 or 100 trillion. See what I'm saying? So you have an infinite amount of ways to make infinite amount of money. You know what I mean? You just don't realize it. I don't think a lot of people realize that when I tell them things, I'm telling them because I want them to live better lives. I want them to not be afraid. I don't want them to struggle. I don't want them to be addicted to substances. I don't want them to be away from their family. I want them to see their children. I want them to be happy. I want them to be healthy. I want them to live as long as possible. You're not going to live as long as possible if you're stressing 40 to 60 years of your life working a job that you hate, doing something that you dislike, being around people that you don't want to be around. I reevaluate my life all the time, the people I'm around, the things I'm doing all the time. Sometimes I'm doing the wrong thing and I gotta elevate and move around. That's just what I gotta do. Sometimes I'm in the wrong spot, but that's life. That's part of progression. That's, how I move forward. That's how I become more of an adult, more of as a man. I'm learning still. I don't know everything. I just know that the internet is king when it comes to capital and potential. Everybody in my state should be working on the internet in the next 5 years. If they're not going to be making money in the next 20 years. They're going to be making the same amount what they're making right now, except for inflation. So they might be making an extra $100 a month. You know what I mean? Not shit. Inflation ain't shit because they don't want to hyperinflate like Zimbabwe did and make their money meaningless. That's why I'm a Zimbabwe trillionaire, because their money, they raised the price of goods so many times that literally they just started creating like crazy amounts of zeros on their bills and making numbers that were just astronomical, and the value of a dollar became meaningless and it became nothing. That's why the people in the US don't make shit, because they don't want you to realize that. They don't want you to realize that if you hyperinflate the money won't be worth shit. And the US dollar is king. I'm not trying to hyperinflate shit. I'm just trying to get my piece of the pie. And if my piece of the pie is the whole thing and I have to give everybody rations, that's fine. I know that sooner or later people are going to be coming to beg for the science of social media. I'm the person who's going to create that. People have made videos about it or talked about it, but I'm going to literally teach you the science of social media once I figure it out. I'm going to teach you how to become a millionaire from $1. I'm going to teach you how to create brands. I'm going to teach you how to make money on your smartphone. I'm going to teach you how to retire in 10 years or less. And I just want to teach you because I want you to know what I know. I'm not trying to change who you are. I just want you to be what you can be. Be who you should be. I think we all have a potential that, you know, we could reach if we were at a different level of income. And if I can do that, or if I can show people that we can get that different level of income, and we can, you know, do different things and create bigger ideas and do things that are, you know, different than the norm, we could be different than the norm. The reason the 99% or the 99.9999% are controlled by the rest is because no one cares to change it. No one cares to figure out what they know. No one cares to do what they're doing. No one cares enough to change their life to do exactly what they're doing. If you want to do something positive in your life, find somebody who's the best at it, the best at what you want to be, and just do exactly what they do. It's that simple. Ask them how to be who they are. Pay for it. Figure out who the fuck they are, how they got there, and why they're still there. Do it you absolutely love, though. You know, your true passion. But you could do 100 hours a week for free. Because YouTube, I could do YouTube 100, 120 hours and not even be fucked up about receiving $1. I've worked for over a year and I haven't made nothing. I'm not even close to monetization yet. It's all about the end game. And unless I die, my end game is me leaving you so many videos and so many plans for your future. You'd be like, damn, this kid was busy and he was out to help us. He really wasn't crazy. I'm not trying to prove that I'm not crazy, but I'm just trying to prove that I can help you. And I was put on this earth for one thing. And I am a very special person. You all might be. But I'm extra. At least to me. If you knew who I was and you thought the way that I did, you couldn't handle yourself. If you thought you were really honestly a millionaire, what would you really do? You would freak out. You'd probably have a heart attack. I thought I was a millionaire and felt like a millionaire since I was 18 years old. Because I've never needed money. Not once. I've always had everything paid for. So I just come up with ideas and scams and hustles and plans for the future. Yeah, some of those things were bad, but they made me who I am today. I wouldn't have became such the hustler that I am if I wouldn't have, came up with all those bad ideas before. I learned from my mistakes. Like I said, I love failure. I made a video about that. I love failure. And the reason I love failure is because failure is what makes me the man I am today, and failure is the only way that I'm ever going to reach the top. That failure is the only thing that's going to get me to who I want to be and where I want to be. I plan on producing over 10,000 videos in the next 5 years. I plan on selling over 100,000 goods in the next 20. I plan on being worth over $100 trillion in the next 30. And these are just my minimal expectations of my life. I have way bigger aspirations and goals, but that's just the basics. So think like that. Literally put yourself in that position and figure out how you can accomplish it. You still have time. If you're breathing, you still have time. Get on your phone, follow my channel, and let's learn this shit together. If you know something that I don't know, tell me. If I know something that you don't know, it's on my videos where I'll definitely tell you. I'll gladly show you how to do it. I'll make you videos with step-by-step instructions about everything I know and everything that the world has blessed me with. This video in this background is SD Blessed. It's one of my favorite songs. It's on 11 seconds. And I'm very blessed. Shout out to the angels. I love you.